It's 1929. Yesterday you were rich and today you are ruined. No war, no warning, just a crash so brutal it erased $200 billion in wealth and dragged America into 10 years of hunger, dust, and despair. But how did it happen? Let's rewind. Picture 1922. The guns have gone quiet. The soldiers are home, the cities are glowing, factories stop building tanks and start building dreams, cars, radios, and shiny chrome appliances that promise a future filled with comfort. Skyscrapers climb higher every month. Jazz blares through every doorway. The 20s are roaring and nobody can hear the danger coming over the music. Production explodes. Henry Ford's assembly line turns cars from luxury to necessity. What once took half a day now takes just over an hour. Steel, rubber, oil, every linked industry catches fire. Millions of Americans, convinced that prosperity is endless, start spending like it's permanent. Credit becomes the new religion. Don't have cash? Doesn't matter. You can pay later. For your car, for your radio, even your stocks. Banks hand out installment plans to anyone who asks. You'll pay us eventually, they say. Spoiler, many don't. Meanwhile, Wall Street turns into a casino with no closing time. Anyone with $10 can buy $100 of stocks. Why not? Everyone says prices will never fall. Barbers, taxi drivers, even shoe shine boys give investment advice. The market soars between 1924 and 1929. The Dow Jones quadruples. Logic leaves the room. People stop caring about profits. All that matters is the line going up. Some experts warn that the boom is built on air. Economist Roger Babson predicts a crash. Wall Street laughs him off. Relax, they say. It's different this time. Then, October 29th arrives. Black Tuesday. The party ends in seconds. Stocks nosedive. Brokers shout over each other. Phones melt from panic calls. The ticker tape can't even keep up. $14 billion in wealth disappears in a single day. Adjusted for inflation, it's over $200 billion right now. Homes, savings, retirement plans all vaporized. People stare at the numbers and realize the dream is dead. Banks crumble next. They lent out deposits for stock speculations. When loans can't be repaid, vaults empty fast. Bank runs sweep the nation. Crowds pound on locked doors, begging for their life savings. Your money's safe, tellers lie, knowing it isn't. By the end, thousands of banks collapse, taking millions of families down with them. And it spreads. US banks call loans from Europe, shattering economies still limping from World War I. Germany's fragile recovery collapses. Britain staggers. Global trade cuts in half within 3 years. But the headlines stay cheerful. Market correction. Temporary setback. As Americans pawn wedding rings for bread, President Hoover insists the economy is fundamentally sound. While 1 in 4 workers lose their jobs, in Detroit, auto plants close. In New York, bread lines stretch for blocks. Teachers report to students fainting from hunger. America, once the land of abundance, now starves in silence. Then, nature joins the punishment. In the Great Plains, years of overfarming strip the land bare. Drought arrives and the soil turns to dust. Winds rise. Black storms sweep across Kansas and Oklahoma, burying homes, cattle, and hope. Families pile into broken-down cars, driving west toward California, chasing rumors of work. Many never make it. Back in Washington, Hoover clings to small relief efforts, refusing large-scale federal aid. His name becomes a cruel joke. Hoovervilles. For the homeless, Hoover blankets for newspaper sheets. Hoover flags for empty pockets. The anger peaks when thousands of World War I veterans march peacefully on the Capitol for their promised bonuses. They are met with tear gas and soldiers. The government turns its gun on its own heroes. The nation watches in disbelief. Desperation breeds rebellion. Bank robbers become folk legends. Communist and socialist rallies fill empty streets. Americans aren't dreaming anymore, they're surviving. Then comes 1933. A new voice takes the podium. Franklin Delano Roosevelt tells the nation the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. For the first time in years, people feel something like hope. FDR launches an army of workers, the Civilian Conservation Corps, the Works Progress Administration, the Tennessee Valley Authority. Men with nothing left are given shovels, boots, and purpose. They build bridges, dams, schools, power lines. They rebuild the country from the ground up. The economy stirs. Banks reopen under new protection, FDIC insurance, SEC regulations. No more gambling with people saving. Social Security gives the elderly dignity. The arts return. Painters and writers are hired to tell America's story of survival. Dorothea Lange captures it in a single haunting image. Migrant mother. Her face says what words cannot. Movies like The Wizard of Oz remind people that color still exists somewhere beyond the gray. Jazz swings again. Lights flicker back on in homes that had gone dark. Slowly, painfully, the United States remember how to breathe. The Great Depression didn't end in a single moment. It ended in millions of small acts at endurance. Men rebuilding roads, women feeding families, artists chronicling it all. Out of hunger came reform. Out of ruin came resilience. But as the dust settled and the factories began to hum again, another storm was already gathering overseas. The next chapter wouldn't just shake America, it would set the entire world on fire.